Yep, it sure is. You ready? Alright. You're set to go do this thing. And I got the roof back on Tropicana Field.
It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Tampa Bay Rays find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if one or two players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Just about ready to go, and today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3, and when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Yeah.
So
Just got the bonus count
lineup for the Rockies. Chris, after 2 straight 100-loss seasons, what hope can you give Colorado fans?
Well, to be honest, it's hard to do, Boog. There's just no way around it. The NL West is a really tough division, and Colorado hasn't had a winning record since 2018. But their winning percentage did take a step in the right direction last year, and you can never predict how each new season's going to play out.
Nolan Jones, the next to hit, takes ball 1. McClanahan goes 6'1", 200 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Not even close there. Yeah, that's ball 2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Hard hit to third.
Easy for Arenado.
First in time. Out number 2.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
2 outs, base is empty. Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
On the ground to third. A sliding stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Rockies are down quietly. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, Germán Marquez.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
And now here is Josh Lowe. Fastball for a strike.
The reason I'm playing for this is to at least try and work some more walks. And I
swings through that.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that just misses.
That's a good pitch there.
got away with one there.
He had some run and finished a little up and in.
I got that help there because that was strike 3.
Swing at it. He had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That misses, and it's 2-2. Popped up. McMahon
Yeah, nothing happening there.
This one brings it in, and there's one away. Chris, let's take a look at the opening day lineup for the Rays. They're looking to bounce back after falling below 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and believe it or not, that was the first time they'd been under 500 since 2017, Boo. They had some bad injury luck for sure last year, but we've learned to never count out the Rays.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. That one finds the zone.
Yeah, I definitely think it was
Well, Kim is one of those players
strike
that's just
3
hard
for
to
sure.
take your
So
eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
That one in the dirt.
I also had to
It's
protect the
1-2.
plate at that point. So
The shortstop
0-2.
takes the ball.
2-2 to count.
Right side, Farmer. He steps on the bag, and here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 down, bases empty. Brandon Lau will hit next. Way high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to
1-0.
tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Just missed. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3. 2 out, space is empty.
good chance for a walk here.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out
Oh,
walk.
Close pitch there, but
Got
you
the
gotta
walk,
forget
man.
about that
Might
call
be
if you're out on the
looks like a
mound.
tight
You can't
strike zone
let it
today.
affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs towards first, and that's just foul.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Jones makes the grab, and that is that. The Rays strand just the 1, scoreless after 1.
Couldn't make anything with the walk, but hey, it's definitely good though. Good at bat there. So.
Top of the second, here's Michael Tolia. McClanahan back to work. That's in for a strike. That one missed. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really.
Definitely,
so if you're just kind of quietly doing your job,
swinging
staying
his stuff
consistent with your calls,
that's down,
hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans,
almost in the
they're all
dirt,
gonna appreciate
is a
Ed Drummond,
real
he's that
struggle
kind of
with me.
One ball, two strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Fouls it
It
off,
looks like it's
still
going to be right there in the
1-2.
middle, and it just drops.
And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him looking.
The fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One out, base is empty. Bounce to third. Arenado to first in time. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Ryan McMahon.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
He jumped at that one.
In the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
2 outs. Tap to first.
It's foul ball.
And foul ball. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Second inning here, no score. And that one in the air center field. Chisholm has a beat on it.
Right
and
there.
puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's deep.
Not deep enough.
In on the warning track.
The signage on the wall is very blurry.
Soler up at the plate. Outside, and that is ball 1. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
One down, base is empty.
There's a base hit.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Nolan Gorman. And the first pitch misses
almost
for
hit.
ball one.
Almost hit him.
And another ball.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Just missed.
Knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
That's in there.
Take that one.
Count is 3-1. Man at first, one away.
That is what I've noticed as well.
And ball four, two aboard.
Ooh, that was close.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now.
That's two walks already.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Gabriel Moreno. First offering, and it just misses.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Ground ball, could be two. Quick feed to second for one. And
That's what I was afraid of hitting into.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Yeah, I hope St. Louis does better than that, honestly.
Inside, just missed. In the air, left field, down the line. That gets down for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safely into third with a
That was not
triple.
fun.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location. But
Lead-off
somehow
triple.
he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Granted, he had a long way to go for that, too.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the veteran catcher, Jacob Stallings. There's your strike.
0-1.
swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run.
Ouch.
His first homer of the year. The Rockies score first. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and
can't leave it there. It was pretty much middle.
But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Thairo Estrada to the plate.
Hey, start over here.
In there at the knees. Strike one. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go.
2 runs is definitely manageable at this point. Just gotta keep it there.
The pitch. And that's down and away. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Hey, Luna.
And downstairs.
Yeah, missed that one bad.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here on opening day. Line drive, hauls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there
Not a
tells me
hard
he's seen the ball pretty
solid
well.
contact.
I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now Brenton Doyle. He's 0 for 1. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And that's in the dirt. And another ball. Still only one out here in the inning.
I can squeeze all the way around.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And that one ripped into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Now here's Nolan Jones. 0 for 1 so far. That's a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And
that's all you can ask for is consistency.
He swings and fouls one
Ooh,
off.
hung that one a bit.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Set for the bottom
Yeah,
of the
2 runs
third.
could have been a lot
Now, the
worse with how that started.
Now, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging. So digging in, Josh Lowe.
Could have let that go, but like I said, 2 strikes, it's
Fastball for
too
a
close to
strike.
take.
That one just misses.
Ooh.
Gonna count 1-2.
Another close one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground. A dive. He's got it. From his knees. The throw. On the money. Nice play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ha-Sung Kim. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. That's a ball.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
The shortstop takes the ball. There's a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
This one popped up. Farmer makes the catch, and that is that. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Tropicana Field, now it's the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. Tovar, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Fought off foul. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1. Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Michael Tolia went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1, no strikes. There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Now
That's
one
a ball.
missed.
Nope.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings
There
and
we go.
misses, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Swing and a
Oh.
high fly ball, well struck.
That was loud.
That's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Yeah, for sure.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Ryan McMahon, the next to hit. Grounded to Gorman. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Rockies 2, the Rays nothing. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
I hope I do better than 78 and 84.
Clips the corner, strike 1.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes
I'm
the
trying to make
grab,
total
1 away.
discipline, but getting jammed doesn't help.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Flied to right his first time. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just
And
about
they've only got
every
1
hitter he's
strikeout
faced,
against me, so
I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Flied to left his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Arenado at first, 1 gone.
Ball 2.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
This one smoked out to left. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
All right, 2 on 1 out.
Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
First and second, 1 out. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jorge Soler. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2
Thought that was
count
going
right
to come
here.
down just a
in
little
the
bit more.
driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And I got
Came
jumpy.
after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Nolan Gorman next to hit for the Rays. He reached out a walk his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next offering upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. Swing and a ground ball.
Ooh, that would have been a run for sure.
Close. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. McClanahan back to work. And that's downstairs.
Don't worry about that, Bobby. You're fine. How you doing, bud?
But in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it's the one thing I'm not too crazy about Nightbot for is
And now 1 and
kind
2.
of don't let people have very much fun.
Catch up to that velocity.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
Jacob Stallings now. He's already homered in this game.
1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And here is Thairo Estrada. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Here we go. There's a shot for you.
And there's the strike. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
You're welcome, bud.
Slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
First and second, no outs here on opening day. Misses off the inside. 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
But that kind of
first out.
velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Brenton Doyle getting ready to hit. There's a strike. Hilliard, the lead runner at second. Stallings at first. 1 gone. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Missed inside with the curve.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Next pitch is outside. Two on, 1 out. Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Don't want to walk the bases loaded.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Gurriel pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Nolan Jones digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. 2 on, 2 outs. Struck him out looking. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 2, the Rays nothing.
Looked out of trouble there.
Back now in Tampa Bay, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Gabriel Moreno. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Way late there.
The other way. Farmer takes it to the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. In for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Whips it to first on the run. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, he made the decision to try to take it himself at second and then throw for the double play over to first base, but good hustle down the line. You know, it's a toss-up to think if he flipped it, could they have gotten him? I think you just have to go with your conviction.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. And he pumps it a strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that'll put runners in the corners with 2 away.
Closest I've been to a run so far.
Lau at the plate. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses outside. 1-1. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Brandon Lau bops one out of here. It's 3-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. German Marquez is done in this one. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a
At least
moment.
that's how I envisioned it in my mind anyway.
New pitcher now, Jimmy Herget.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So 2 down. Here's Nolan Arenado. 1 for 2.
Especially with 2 outs.
Right through there for a strike. Here's your 1. Laced to right center, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Jazz Chisholm Jr. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Arenado off of first with 2 away. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
And at bat like this is almost
Don't lose track of
over
count, huh?
as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 outs. Stays alive. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Up and in. Now 2-2. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, left field. Hilliard sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. 3-run bomb for Tampa Bay. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Top of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar.
Yeah, any kind of trouble here, I'm going to go to the bullpen.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. There's a strike. Chopped on the ground. Arenado sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. A switch hitter batting right. There's a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
One down, base is empty. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Yeah, before this at bat gets started, I'm going to go. I got an ad break coming up here, and I'm going to let them run, and I'll see you after they end. Yeah, we're back.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Thank you.
Just missed.
1-1.
Almost got him. Base hit, and now a 2-out opportunity for Ryan McMahon. Here's Ryan McMahon now. There's a strike.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Forget doing the one more batter here.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Misses inside, and it's 1-2.
Of course, there hasn't been a strike all game, so.
And a pop-up right side.
Good, getting me out of the inning here.
Norman sizing this one up.
And it was.
And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Rays 3 and the Rockies 2. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Rays, Jorge Soler.
Now let the bullpen take over from here.
Going away. And a foul ball.
That was a good one to rip at. I just got way out in front of it.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Stallings collects, fires to first. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout. Now at the plate, Nolan Gorman. He is struck out and he is walked. That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. Two down, base is empty. Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. And that's in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. 2 outs. That clips a corner.
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
To third, McMahon. Tosses across to first. Out number 3. 1 left for Tampa, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Biggie.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hilliard swings through it for strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first
Good
out here
start
in
from the
the 7th
bullpen.
via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next for Colorado, Jacob Stallings. He's already homered here in this one. Fly ball center field. Chisholm under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
So digging in, Tyro Estrada. Biggie, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fastball is outside.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0.
No strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In there at the knees. And that is strike 2. That one down the line. Jump throw. And very nicely done for the out. Offense held in check there. 7th inning stretch time. Rays 3 and the Rockies 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Kinley. So back to the top of the order. Josh Lowe now at the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Jake Bird getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Gilbreth warming up as well. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Up the middle.
That's going to be a hit. There we go.
Squeeze it. No throw, and he's on at first. Man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Sung Kim, 1 for 3. Not close with that one. 1-0. Low on at first, nobody out. Right down to shoot, and that is strike 1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Outside with a breaking ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that drops in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
That's a good bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the
Good job not jumping in that
well, now
one.
he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
And now it's Brandon Lau. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boog.
For life, had to fight for my life.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a foul out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. Ball 1 there. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch.
Yeah, better
It's
to strike out than
breaking
double
down
play
and
there.
in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
But that just goes to show you that I struggle with the pitches that just drop off.
Line drive, caught. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
That almost ended the inning.
Now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
0-2 is the count.
First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So the Rays strand a pair, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edwin Uceta.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Back to the top of the order now, and now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 3 in this one.
Good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And fouled off. Little chopper rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. First out in the top of the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Nolan Jones digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Hey, Pika. Thank you for the raid.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jake Bird.
And we all know about his slider. It's just
don't worry about what Nightbot says.
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rates.
Sorry, Max.
It just breaks a
I beat
ton.
you to it. My bad.
Well,
But welcome in, Raiders. What were you up to, Pika? Cool. Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap up opening day here on MLB 25. So, but for those who don't know me, I'm Frostbite Tigres, digitized ice tiger elf in the future, and I'm playing some, like I said, I'm playing some MLB The Show 25, looking to defend my World Series championship from 24. So, and I gave up a 2-run shot in the third inning, but I was able to hit a 3-run homer myself in the fifth inning to take the lead and to get the 3-2 score that you see right now.
One-run game. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. That misses, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
And that's another ball. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Not friendly pitch there.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And now 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
That one
There's
misses.
ball four.
So a leadoff walk.
Thank you for the raid again.
So up next, Nolan Gorman. There's the strike. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Justin Lawrence getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Oh, that one rides up and in. Soler gets his lead at first. Nobody out. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Two balls.
In the dirt, blocked. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Yeah, cut that for him.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Get some good rest. I think I'll see you sometime soon. Thanks for stopping by again.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
First and second, no outs. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Gabriel Moreno. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And there's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That missed inside, and that's ball 2. Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one. Here's Gurriel.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That one the other way, and it goes just foul.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Do have a I found a model artist and rigger for a live 2D model in the future.
Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's 2 down. Now a chance for Josh Lowe. First pitch misses. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
I was actually had a Discord call with him a couple weeks ago. Now, and
that's in there.
We
and the count is
drew up
just a
figure out some details of what we're going to put into it. And,
hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last minute.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. And he's out. Down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Wow, the dive to get at me. Oh, man. But he did get me. It was the right call.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Pete Fairbanks. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, 1-run game, and now the DH, Michael Tolia. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, no waiting around right there.
Yeah, I need my closer to do his thing here.
But he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Substitution being made at first. On a pinch run for the Rockies. Owen Miller. No outs. Runner at first. And now the first baseman, Kyle Farmer. Trying to move him over here. Fairbanks to second, relay to first.
Punch into a double play. That makes it easy.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Definitely going to have to rethink that strategy next time.
Down to their final out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Yeah, that skips in the dirt. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. That one is absolutely belted. Low, raging back towards the wall. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays collect their first win of the season.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
Guess I don't get the time of the game anymore. Anyway, we're gonna go raid Rabbitail. She's doing some co-working and studying. So we're gonna say hi to her. Appreciate you all for coming, and hope to see you tomorrow. I'll probably be doing game 2 of this, or possibly racing in Monaco on F124. Have a good day.